I'm doing page 342, number 27, and there's a couple different ways to do this problem. But I'm going to choose using what we know about 0 and 8 being roots. If 0 and 8 are x-intercepts, that means they're also roots of the equation we're talking about. So that means that they could stand for ordered pairs. 0, 0 is one root, and 0, 8 is another root. Another important piece of information, if negative 8 is a minimum value, then they're talking about some ordered pair that has a negative 8 in this second spot. I don't know that spot yet, but I could find that just by a little bit of inspection here. If 0, 0, and let's say this is 0, 8, are ordered pairs that are the intercepts for some unknown equation, and negative 8, some number negative 8 is the minimum, well, that could be down here. If this is negative 8, this isn't quite to scale. What is that first number that goes with the negative 8? Well, if I counted how many spaces from 0 to 8, I'd get 8. Well, the minimum is at the halfway point of this curve. So that means that it would be over 4. So that number is a 4, just by thinking logically about where this curve has to be. Now, with that information, and also we studied the quadratic equation f of x equals some ax squared minus the sum of the roots times x plus the product of the roots. So we could think about this equation and think about the roots. We know the roots are 0 and 8. What's the sum of those roots? 0 plus 8 is 8. What's the product? 0 times 8 is 0. So I could do this equation, f of x equals a times x squared minus the sum of the roots, which is 8 times x, plus the product of the roots, which is 0. And look at that equation for a second. Now that I have this, I could use an ordered pair that I know fits in the equation, like the ordered pair for the vertex, which shows that minimum point, and plug it in here and solve for that unknown a. For example, so let's take, here's the vertex, 4, negative 8 of the equation. That's the x value. That's the y value, or the f of x value, however you want to think about it. Now, I can just plug those in. So the y value is negative 8 equals a. I still don't have the a, but now I know that 4 is the x, so 4 squared minus 8 times 4 plus 0. So 4 squared is 16 minus 32. That gives me negative 16. So negative 8 equals a times negative 16. Divide both sides by negative 16. I get a equals 1/2. So I have the equation. And that equation is, if I take the 1/2 and put it here, let's put it here. So f of x equals 1/2 x squared minus 8x. I don't need to write the plus 0. I could simplify this a little bit if I wanted. Distribute the 1/2, and then I could have 1/2 x squared minus 4x as the equation that has those intercepts, has a minimum value of negative 8, vertex 4, negative 8, and that is the equation of this particular curve we were talking about. So hopefully that helps.